South LA check in. South LA check in. South LA check in. So as an update to today's lesson, um, there's still a lot being said in the streets as it pertains to the violence. What's been going on these last few days. Shout out to people who have lost their lives, who's right now going through the loss of a loved one. And I just so happened to get word of somebody who was real known on Instagram, brother J5. Gone and never forgot for that gentleman. Real good dude. Everybody seen him on Instagram and real up spirited and upbeat type of individual. He always drunk as Jose Cuervo. But yeah, J5 would be truly missed. One of the faces of his community. Shot down there on Firestone and near Florence. So gone and never forgot for that gentleman and his family. But however, there was a few shootings today I wanted to, talk about a little later. But we're gonna get into this update right now with the Nipsey Hussle court. Our Nipsey Hussle trial holds courts in the streets. So today, it wasn't too much to report on. I want to go in on today at 10 a.m. at the Civic Center. A jury selection is scheduled to continue in the trial of Eric Holder Jr., Ronald Jr., I'm sorry, who was indicted for allegedly gunning down rapper Nipsey Hussle and injuring two other men in front of the musician's clothing store in South Los Angeles. Department 104 Criminal Courts Building, 210 West Temple Street. Contact 213-628-7404 for updates. So that is the official number to the court itself. If you individually want to call and get any updates that you want to put on your websites as well, I ain't got to be the only one doing this. But again, this is the budget. I can't print the budget. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of just update you guys as it pertains to today's date. This is the 8th of June. So that's what's up. Alright, let's get into where I left off at. I just want to say shout out to Matt Capone, a brother from that area of Crenshaw, Slauson. He was on the video with Sibo in Africa Town. Was on the front lines a lot as those movements grew out of Black Lives Matter there on 65th and Broadway. I will say Africa Town was there, but I don't think at the time they were called Africa Town Coalition. That kind of formed later, but they were there. The makers of Africa Town was present, and Matt Capone was instrumental in pushing and creating that ideology of Africa Town. And obviously he passed away due to an illness. And I'm sorry, y'all. May the ancestors definitely put that brother up high on a pedestal. Matt Capone, that's what's up. And then Sister Joelle, who sung for Death Row, passed away too of an illness. I haven't had a privilege to knowing her personally. And we actually did some songs together back in my rapping days, and I'll get into that later on down the line as we progress through this trial. But shout out to, not shout out, but may the ancestors raise her high too. And ain't no shout outs, because where they are is where we going. And we just hope that they pray and make a place for us, you know what I'm saying, and get us ready and prepare us for that afterlife. So that's what's happening with the Eric Holder update. There's a jury selection still going down in the case of Nipsey Hussle, the great, the GOAT, our grand rising, God rising, baby Jesus, that's what's up. So let's get into this next piece. I kind of went from, yesterday's report, where he eventually ended up, getting arrested and harassed. Kind of went through the videotapes getting taken out of his store, and which were never returned till this day. As far as I know of, I don't know if the family filed a lawsuit for those actual video recordings, if they can be used or not in this trial. I don't know, but those should be subpoenaed, and it should be a record of them taking that, especially since I videotaped it. And they should request that as part of the investigation, because that's kind of like months before the actual situation happened there at the store. So that is a part of evidence, and why they wouldn't return the box so he would actually have the video recordings of possibly when he was shot, or his family at least could have it, behooves me. And maybe they did have something else, I don't know, but I know for a fact those boxes are still in their investigative rooms, or whatever, evidence lockers, and it should be open to the public eventually, after so long as this case progresses and closes later on down the line. But definitely they might want to use some of that material for court. But this was March the 31st when I got the call of our dear brother who had passed. And when I say I got the call, I was listening on the scanner, regular day, the Mert Park day, Crenshaw takeover day. And I just remember being on Crenshaw and King when the call came out, turning the car around, doing a hook slide, and going about 65 miles to the actual place where Nipsey had passed away, obviously of gunshot wounds. It don't matter how we leave this earth, just we gonna go one day. So this was the actual day that happened, and I let Nipsey in his own words through this song kind of interpret with his personal experience of being there in the song called Blue Laces. Now this is original. I'm sorry, this wasn't the original track. This is actually like a remix from what I heard from somebody on some of the comments. So I'll let Nipsey go on and explain, and then you'll see the follow up after. To basically from the call from the nation who showed up, from everybody who showed up, and heard about what happened, and all the different people that showed up, fans, to drop flowers and postcards, and this was before the murals really got painted, or there was even going to be a mural. So you could just see the beginnings and the end of a person's legacy that we we hold high, so dear in our area of South LA or South Central LA. So I let Nipsey explain in his own words. What's up? It's your boy Mason 933. You watching A Million Hits as we update the Nipsey Hussle trial holds courts in the streets. Long live the great, long live Nipsey Hussle, long live Ezell Ford, Bugsy, and Mac Capone, and long live Joel and Tupac. Peace.
Look, I'm from West Side, California. They run up on you, ask you where you from, and check your tats under your clothing. Hustle, go hard, make sure my knot's swollen. Fuck you, say the wrong hood, bullets explode, and I trust few people these days, cause that's gold. I seen niggas get killed for who they roll with, and chose to keep inside they circle, Satan sitting on your sofa. Same nigga that shot you was the one you used to smoke with. Cold shit, my whole clique notorious. You heard of us, 6 soldiers, murderers, you still serving clubs. Jealous nigga, you broke as fuck, yo bitch on my nuts. Spilling Patron out my cup, she can't get enough. Buffing me down as I puff on the finest kush. They say I be doing too much, I just do my stuff. Yeah, I just do my stuff. Hustle, hustle, blue laces.
Long live facts, long live facts. Oh yeah, long live facts, you know what's up.
No traces, big faces, suitcases. If you ain't no hoe, we getting paid, bitch. Blue laces, shield cases, catch bodies, we don't leave no traces. Big faces, suitcases. If you ain't no hoe, We getting paid, bitch.
3:30 or 3:20, we responded to a call here on Slauson and Crenshaw. When I arrived, 3 victims were transported to the hospital, including one rapper named Nipsey Hussle, who obviously succumbed from his injuries.
I mean the price of my gold chain. All money in, no money out, that was my slogan. What I mean by that is stack it up and don't spend no change. I started small time, dope gang, cocaine. 7 grams was 30 rocks, that was my program. The block propane, young nigga, no change. Shoot out with no aim, so they know your name. Cause where your mama paid rent, that was your game. So when your homeboy bled, that was your pain. And if y'all both catch a case, you don't say no names. That's just the code of the color of my shoestrings. Blue laces, shell cases, check bodies, we don't leave no traces. Big faces, suitcases. If you ain't no hoe, we getting paid, bitch. Blue laces, shell cases, catch bodies, we don't leave no traces. Big faces, suitcases. If you ain't no hoe, we getting paid, bitch.
Shout out to Keith Rat. Keith Rat, shout out to Keith Rat. Keith Bursey. Long live Keith Bursey.
This ain't living. This ain't living. No. You're thinking you're getting paid, hustling every day. While homies passing away. No. This ain't living. This ain't living. No.
Look, what happened to the code? Streets is all in shambles, niggas pondering they know. It's a shame to what we stand for. They think we on some killing other niggas shit. We really on some stay down and diligent. The streets is cold, turn innocence to militants. Young niggas gang banging for the thrill of it. Pops was gone, moms was never home. The streets was right there, so they took you as they own. Blue laces, shell cases, catch bodies, we don't leave no traces. Big faces, suitcases. If you ain't no hoe, we getting paid, bitch. Blue laces, shell cases, catch bodies, we don't leave no traces. Big faces, suitcases. If you ain't no hoe, we getting paid, bitch.
Now, originally, the shooter was described as an African-American male, 2 guns. Not sure if they caught or detained anybody, shortly after that, but this particular time, he's considered at large. There is video surveillance footage here at the, both the gas station and the shopping center that he recently bought and installed cameras. So we're waiting to see what LAPD 77 Homicide Division is going to come up with, if they're going to release those tapes or if they have a suspect that's yet to be said. Gone and never forgotten for Nipsey Hussle. He died at the age of 33. And for the other ones who are now fighting for their lives in the hospital.
Thank you for your son, Jesus.
And that's where I'm going to leave it at tonight. We're going to definitely go in the second part of this because it's so important that the nation showed up and took over the post. I had the fortune, calling Brother J8, James Muhammad, when it happened. And those brothers came out, man, didn't even ask no questions. And they came all the way from LA to Chicago. And that's what's up. Thank you for the minister for showing up. And just everything that they done, up until this point, and holding that post to get the family, some closure, get them in and out the situation safely. Even though they was around other, people that they knew, you still needed that go-between because the whole city was ready to go up for this boy. And I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? So thank you to the nation for showing up. And this is where I'm going to leave it tonight. It's your boy Mason 933. It's getting a little late. So I'm going to definitely update y'all tomorrow. And we'll get into the second part of, Nipsey Hussle, the great, gone and never forgotten. Our baby Jesus, dying at the age of 33. And now You know, it seems like the 3 years, the threes, and the threes are just the numbers that everybody's doing things in. The Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost is three. So the three number is definitely, you know, a number to recognize in these situations, you know, that we in. Is biblical at this point, and gone and there forgotten for all those who I've mentioned so far, you know, that played a part in some way in the story, in the makings of this story, and obviously me. You know, I'm looking to get my flowers, you know, while I'm alive as well, you know, but whatever happens is going to happen because God, you know, is present at all, both when we come into this world and when we leave this world. So it's your boy Mason 933. You watching A Million Hits. 2022, the countdown to the Nipsey Hussle trial holds courts in the streets. Armageddon.